Good morning, guys. Today we're gonna do a pork roast that is defrosting right now. And I went to a friend's house to pick up sour orange because this ingredient needs sour orange. I've done this whole bag, and that's how much liquid I gotten out of it. And I'm also adding some lemon that I took from his tree, and I got some more lemons over there. So the sour oranges are not exactly producing a lot of liquid because this is a winter fruit, if you want to call it a fruit, because you can't eat them. This was sour. The thing is that in the summer they dry up, so they're not heavy with liquid. And but I'm getting some, so it should be enough. I think I'm gonna do 2 roasts in my smoker. All right, so let me show you what I've done so far and what I'm doing. So basically, things slipping. I just cut them in half. And then put the stuff in the trash bag here. And so I'm going to continue the process. I got, let's see, 4, I got 7 plus the lemon. And then I'm going to add the rest of the ingredients. And what I do is I have a syringe. I get the liquid, I strain it and get all the little things out, and then I put the liquid in the blender and put the olive leaves and the onions and everything in there. Blend it really fine, really fine. Run it through the strainer. And then you suck up the liquid with the syringe and you inject the pork shoulder. Inject it all over the place. Then you cut some little holes and you get some garlic cloves, cut them in half so the juice comes out. Smash them a little bit and then shove them in the holes. You'll do that. And then lastly, I get the pulp from the straining of the ingredients and I do a rub, and I rub the whole pork. Now this one has a fat cap on the other side. Oh no, it's here, which is not that big. Usually it comes with the skin. There's a lot of meat on this one. All right, so I want to sign off for now. I want to finish doing this, and then I'll do the ingredients later. I decided to, even though I have enough liquid, I decided to go to Costco and get some lime. So I'm going to cut 4 and add it to the batch. And if you don't have any that you can't find, like this orange, you can buy this at the market. You have to go to a Latin market for this. This is specifically made for pork roast, shoulder, full-size pig, anything. A sour orange, and you can add to your thing, to your batch. So let's see how much juice. I even went and cleaned the whole thing out already. Plug it back in. And if you can't find the sour orange, you can get orange and lime, and you can make your own mix. And I'm not going to get a lot of juice out of this because this is just to give it a little an extra zest, little zesty flavor. One of these cutting board, which is in very good condition. It's hardly being used. And I took that off a kitchen that I demolished. I got 2 of them because I'm gonna need the space, because I also went and got a extra pork roast, pork shoulder, and I believe there are 2. There's one here, there's another one over here, because they always sell them in a pair. So since I already had this one, and it's still pretty hard, that's why I'm putting water in here, so it'll fill up and get that meat soft. It's gonna take hours. That thing is rock solid. So now let's get a, see how much juice we got from the 4 pieces. And this is the secret of Cuban cuisine when it comes to pork. So let's see, 4, we got a 1/4 cup. I'm gonna add that to this to bring that extra zesty flavor. I'm going to compare it to the one from the market. Okay. Doesn't come close. This it's watered down. That's why I don't use it that much. I don't believe I'm going to use it because I have the real stuff here. So now this one, give it a good shake. We got lemon, sour orange, and lime, and woo. Yeah, boy. I'm going to put this away. Okay, let that sit. All right, I'm going to throw this stuff and clean this out, and this sucker's ready to go. Then I have to do the next step, which is take the blender out, get all the ingredients in there, and inject the pork roast. So for now, I'm going to put it in the refrigerator because it's not ready. We're not ready to start that yet. All right. Okay. So cut everything up, put it in the blender. I want to blend it now. This is the leftover stuff. Half an onion, garlic and pepper, and here's the list if you're interested. 12 pieces of garlic, half a cup of juice, 4 spoons of spoonful of salt, 1 spoon of black pepper, 2 oreganos, and 2 spoons of cummins. I got these 2 that I got from Costco, and they're boneless. Okay, so this is going to have a really thick blend. What I do is I run it through the strainer. Then I grab a spoon and this is for the injection. Got some of the liquid. Because this is for the rub. Maybe I should add a little bit more of juice because it's very thick. Very thick. Okay, hit it again. And it's a little more juicy now. And I have to get a good amount of juice because I'm going to inject those 2 hams and they need a lot of juice. Okay, so let's take this steak out. Okay, so you know how the process goes. So I'm gonna turn off for now, and I got about a half a cup right now. But I'm gonna need almost a full cup. So we'll come back later. Okay, so now we're gonna inject it with this syringe. I'm gonna put this on my head and see if we get a video. Okay, so if the mix is thick and you can't do it with the small syringe, do it with the thicker one. And you inject it, if it had a bone, you inject it all the way to the bone. And what this does, it gets the marinade deep inside. And you gotta do one side and then do the other. That's why you need a lot of juice. If you got anything left over, you just pour it over. No big deal. You try to cover every square inch. At least I do. I'm already running out of juice here, but I got more. I just gotta strain it and do the whole process again. Okay, then we grab a big fork and flip it over and do the underside. Okay, so we're gonna do another batch. So we still got some juice here. And if you have anything left over, you can use it. You can use it on chicken too. Very flavorful. Well, Papa's sleeping over there. Now on this batch, I think we should have done 1.5 teaspoons of cummins because the cumin smell is coming out very strong. But the cummins is going to give it also that smoky flavor. We're going to do a barbecue at a friend's house, have a pool party. And I offered to bring the roast. That's why I'm doing so much of it, because I usually do one for us and that's it. Okay. And these have to sit 12 hours or 24 hours. You have to let the pork rest and get those juices deep inside. For this next part, okay, for this part, you have to wash my hands because now it's gonna get little dirty, little messy. So what you do is, this is another thing we do to enhance the flavor. We get the meat a rub down. So we get the paste. Okay. You put the paste on it. We're gonna do the other side, but I want to show you something. You poke holes deep. And usually what we do is we insert in the holes, we insert garlic cloves. We cut them in half and we put pieces in there. But what I do is I shove the paste in the hole and make the hole big and deep and let that marinade go soaking in there. Make a big hole, open it, and shove it in there. That's why you need to wash your hands pretty good. Okay, that's kind of shallow. Put it in there. And do the other side also. And when you do that, this meat is going to taste delicious. And if it had the bone will fall right off. Then you give it a good rub here, because you need to go to the other side now. Give it a good rub. You're going to be doing this on your next roast. And I've had the barbecue American style, and I'm not too crazy about putting sweet sauce in pork meat. It just loses the kick. It doesn't have that, you know. I've had it. It's okay. It's gonna let that sit in its own juice, and then we'll come over here and do this one and give it a good rub all the way around. Okay, give it a good rub. And let it rest in the fridge. Okay, so it's 5 o'clock. I'm hoping to give it, there's the other one. I'm hoping to give it 12 hours minimum of fridge time. Okay, put this in the freezer. And I'm gonna wrap this one in a better bag and put it to rest on the garage freezer. Okay, that's it. And then tomorrow I'm gonna put it in the smoker. I need to go and clean it and get it ready for tomorrow. All right, guys. See you tomorrow. Later. Well, good morning. It's 7:30, and I just put the 2 pork shoulders in my smoker. And I can see the smoke in the air right there. So I had it put up to 230 degrees, and It's already up to 169. I should have cranked it up earlier. I woke up at 6, but I said, nah, I'll wait a little bit, so I'm a little late now, but I'm gonna give it 12 hours, which is plenty time. It's usually, an hour per pound of meat, so, of pork. So each each shoulder is 8 pounds. So I'm gonna give it 10 to 12 hours, plenty time. And what I do is I cook it for 4 or 5 hours, and then after that I wrap it in foil, put it back in, another 4 or 5 hours. So 10 hour total, maybe a little bit more. So it's getting up there. And I cleaned this thing up because it was pretty dirty, and filled it up with fresh charcoal, and I got some juice, so when it's time to brush it, I got juice there. And I got a little rubber brush, and I'll just dab it, so it doesn't dry up. So it's clean. Oh, you know what? I forgot to put the temperature probe in one of them. Let's see if it's not too hot. Ooh, it's hot. Hang on. Take this with the paper. Just poke it in there. All right. I'll do it. And I've done pork, I've done ribs, chicken. It comes out delicious with the smoker. The meat just falls apart. Okay, so it's been 3.5 hours, and I'm gonna give the pork a little bath. There we go. Okay, let's give it another shot. I'm gonna grab this with the same hand that I'm grabbing the camera. Two more hours. Right now it's been 4 hours. In 6 hours time, I'll go and wrap it with aluminum foil, put it back in, give it another 2, maybe 3 hours. All right, let me put this here. All right, later. Okay, so let's go check how we doing. Let me get my thermometer ready. I already wrapped them. And this is 204, 5. Boy, it goes right through the meat like it wasn't even there. Okay, that's ready. This is so tender. 210. All right, let's turn this off. And then, if you don't close these vents, it'll keep burning the charcoal. Okay, I'm gonna keep it there. And I'm gonna go get my little cooler. So the meat now has to rest for about 1.5 to 2 hours. Then we take it out of the foil and rip it up. Come on, Papa. Come inside. Come on, good boy. It's 90 degrees out there. All right. Okay, so what I do is I put them in a little cooler with wheels, and they're pretty snug in there. The big one is going to be tight, and this is so freaking hot that I have to wear these massive oven gloves. Okay, so let's get the big one on the bottom. Let me see here. Almost finished with the charcoal. Okay, right there's good. Put these back where they go. The whole burn started at 7:30. It's 25 to 5. It went to temperature perfectly, 204, 25, and that's where it's supposed to be. That's when you pull it out and let it rest. All right, guys. Okay, so we're gonna take it out of the paper. It's been 2 hours. What are you doing, Baba? What are you doing in the kitchen? Get out. Out. Okay, we're gonna roll this out. Look at that, it's sticking to the paper. And I'm gonna shred it with the bear claws. It just falls apart really easy. Yeah, you wanna try some? It's still burning. Look at the smoke on this thing. And they've been sitting in the cooler for 2 hours. Let me try a little piece here. Oh man. Okay. I'm gonna close this one up. You like the smell, huh, boy? Get the other one out. Ooh, ooh, ow, ow. Hot, hot. This sucker is huge. Okay, this one's stuck here too. All right. Hang on. Blow it out. Do it on.
Do it and you could get around.
You want to do what? I'm doing it. Wow,
Nice.
it's so hot. It's been in the cooler for 2 hours. And it's just falling apart.
That's nice.
And Papa is waiting for a piece, but this is so hot, he's gonna get burned.
This is cooked, right?
Everything's cooked. You kidding? It's overcooked.
That's nice.
You know what?
Yeah.
All right, you wanna try it?
I have a piece here. It's cooling off. Why?
So
Where does it go now into?
let's get
I'll do it.
let's get a marker and mark this one for the party, and we're gonna take some of that for my mom and my sister, and for us. Here, you can wash it.
I'm gonna get the marker. Oh, you already shredded that one?
Yeah, I did.
Oh my goodness.
So put here party.
You think that's enough? Yeah.
It better be. Yeah, Papa will like it. Yeah. Okay, and that's family. Okay, so that's it. Here, let's. These are good gloves. Wash them with soap and water. So let it sit out here. I'm gonna put this back in the garage. That's it. It came out great. It came out flavorful, and I have a little more adobo there, if you want to touch it up. Cuban pork roast. All right, guys. Later. On the next one.